Hi, this is Buzz Goertzen again, and I'm ready to give episode 4, which is another miraculous story that God gave me. And some of you who have listened in on the rest of the episodes so far, you know that I spent about 40 years traveling, singing and sharing the gospel, sharing my songs all over the world. And those days are over. I've gotten to be 86 years old with congestive heart failure, so the troubles I'm having now don't allow me to do what I used to do. But we all got to get old sooner or later, and I guess it happened to me. But I got to tell you a story that happened to a friend of mine and myself. His name was Fred Brodeen. He was a good friend of mine. We were good buddies, and he did like I did. He did a lot of ministering around the country also. But we were together at a men's retreat, and this was right up near Kellogg, Sun Valley, Idaho. And there was a men's seminar up there. And at that time I lived in Twin Falls, which really was not much more than 100 or so miles from Sun Valley. But this men's retreat was a tremendous meeting, and so God gave me a miracle that kind of is told about in the scriptures over in Acts. I think it was the 8th chapter, and the 39th verse. Acts 8, 39 and 40. You can check out where God did the same thing to Philip.
Yeah.
That he did to me a little later on. I'm not comparing myself to Philip or anybody. I'm just telling you what God did for me one time. And it was very similar. In other words, it's scriptural. It can happen. It does happen. Matter of fact, even Jesus often appeared in different places where he was transported. After he rose from the grave, they found him behind locked doors. Inside where the doors are locked. So it is scriptural, and it can be done, and God did it for me. And here's how it happened. My friend and I, we'd finished up this seminar, and we were headed for Twin Falls, where we both lived. And on the way to Twin Falls, out in the desert, there is the highway from Sun Valley and from Kellogg, and is that Kellogg over there?
I'm not sure.
I don't know what the name of the town is. Right there where Sun Valley is. Anyway, the highway comes to an intersection, and the intersection would be from south to north, north to south, whereas I was traveling
East and west.
I was traveling west to Twin Falls. Now, as we were finishing up with the seminar and excited, we had a great time. Fred and I driving along. I was doing the driving, Fred was riding along, and we were coming to this intersection, and we're talking about the Lord. We're talking about some of the good things that happened to us while we were at the seminar, and just having a great time. And I saw it happening. I saw a truck, an 18-wheeler was coming down the highway from north to south. And like I said, we're going west. And I saw this 18-wheeler coming to this intersection. Well, we had a blinking light at that intersection, and his light was red blinking because it always blinked red. They had to stop. He had a stop sign plus the blinking red light. I had a yellow light that blinked. The yellow light meant that we could go on through, which is what we planned to do. And so we're approaching this intersection, and we're talking and just enjoying our talk about the Lord. And as we get to this intersection, all of a sudden I look up and I notice that truck didn't stop at the stop sign, and he's now into the intersection, and so are we. And when I saw him last, all I could see up against our window was that big 18-wheeler grill, a big grill right there. And you could see over here the big tire and fender and everything. And Fred was sitting on that side of the car, and of course he saw it too, and all he could do was go like this. because it was right on us. The truck was right on us. There wasn't that much room between the truck and us. And instantly, we were about 50 yards up the road, parked at the side of the road, and looking like, what happened? The truck driver was out of his truck, standing there going like this, looking, what happened? He knew that he was right on top of us, and yet he saw us completely shoot forward somehow. We didn't see us shoot forward. We were just there. Just all of a sudden we were there. And there's no way it could have happened except God had to have moved us. And for that whole day, Fred and I felt kind of like strange, felt weird, like we'd somehow missed some time or something. We shot ahead in time. We don't know. We couldn't explain it. But we knew that we were dead when we looked at that grill right up against our window. God's real. God is real. And there's times when you need a miracle. And I don't know if it's because I've decided to make God somebody that I delight in all the time, because I fail at that, but I delight in the Lord, and God continually blesses me with these kind of things. And there's some great ones coming up, so stay tuned for episode 5. I don't know what it is yet, but you'll see it. God bless you.